This program has been quite successful, and I'm very pleased to see everyone is here for about and spare your time. Okay, I feel comfortable going nearer to you all. Hang on. Okay. All right. I choose this title, Road to Victory, because I want everyone to be successful. So, and to take somebody as a role model. If you want to be success in your life, you have to choose somebody to be your role model. Take someone that you admire. Take somebody that you are looking at it and in a positive view that, oh, one day I want to be like this. I want to be like him. Oh, one day I want to be like her. Have you ever think of that moment before in your life? I think you are all adults already, isn't it? You are all young adults. So you are around 21 to 22, isn't it? So you have, more than that? 19. Okay. So now let's say, okay, I just skip this one. Hang on. So how can you do this? Can you ever think this in your lifetime? How do you want to be successful? Have you ever think of being a success person, not a failure person? In your lifetime, I'm sure you have, isn't it? Yeah? Okay? So, in order to succeed, we must first believe that we can do it. So, you must think of able that we can. Like for me, I've gone through life. Okay? I'm so like you also. From secondary school, going to undergrad, bachelor degree, doing my masters, and then doing my PhD, and then I have family to take care again, you know. So I'm also like you all also, facing all these challenges. I have to face exam, which is very scary and boring at that time, like you all, undergraduate now. Everyone, I see the faces like so stressful, so tense. Yeah? So somebody tell me, doctor, can you do a de-stress talk to us because we are so stressed? I say, sure, of course, we will do for you one before the exam starts by the end of December. Okay? So look at our Facebook page, we will do one for you all. Okay? And then you know who is him? Who is he? Who is he? Louder. Louder? Mark Zuckerberg. What is he? Facebook, because you are all Facebook fans, so you must know him, isn't it? If you don't know him, means I tell you all to go and do. Okay? Alright. So he's an American computer programmer, internet entrepreneur, and he's a founder of Facebook, and his personal account wealth is 38.6 billion now. So do you all want to be like him? Yes. Inshallah, God's willing. Okay? So, and do you know that he's a dropout of the school, of the university? But I don't want you all to be a dropout. For sure. Okay? But I want you all to be a success person like him. Okay? So since 2010, his name has been the top 100 most influential people in the world. And the strongest factor for success is self-esteem. You must have your self-esteem. You must believe in yourself. Don't follow friends. I have students always, why you choose this course? Why you don't want to, why you fail? Why all this? I have students coming in to tell me all this because they follow friends. When they follow friends to register this course, follow friends to register that course, it's not themselves that want to follow that course just because of friends. So they don't have the self-esteem to themselves. They are not confident to themselves. That's why I see many P1, P2 students. But now, Alhamdulillah, I have been handling for nearly 3 years already. The P1, P2 students coming, the number has dropped now. Beginning when I handled the P1, P2 in year 2013, it's about 300 to 400 students. Unbelievable. Apex Scholar University have 300 to 400 failure students. Malu only when I go out to tell people, say that USM students fail. They say, huh? Why USM students fail? You know, because you are all selected students, all good students, they say. All 4 flat or 3.5 above or maybe above 3.0 punya CGPA. Betul tak? Then why you all come here, suddenly you all got a culture shock. Suddenly you all get a shock to yourself. Don't know how to adjust to the university life. Because there's nobody to tell you all to do this or to do that. Isn't it? So, but I hope the good students, they can monitor and peer review with your friends. Okay, so believing you can do it, believing you deserve it, and believing you will get it. So you must always believe in yourself. Be strong. Okay? Do you know who is him? Arnold. Arnie. Do you know Arnie? I'm sure you know Arnie, isn't it? Okay. Huh? So he's an Austrian. He come from a poor home. You know, he's an actor. He has so many role player in his life. You see, he's an actor, he's a model, he's a producer, he's a director, activist, businessman, investors, writer, philanthropist, and a former bodybuilder. Do you want to become like him also, the bodybuilder like him also? No, don't want. Shy, too shy. Okay? So and he's also a politician. So, but throughout, if you read his history, he come from a poor family where he has to learn English, because when he moved to US, he cannot speak a word of English because he's an Austrian. You know not? So you take these people all and look at them. You know, he won Mr. Universe at a title of age 20 and went on to win Mr. Olympia contest 7 times. And in 1984, he appeared in James Cameron's science fiction thriller film The Terminator. He was famous for the film Terminator, isn't it? Alright, which was a massive critical and box office success. So Arnold Schwarzenegger served 2 terms as the 38th governor of California from 2003 to 2011. So even active in politics also. So he holds so many umbrellas with him. So you see the goal as success. Success means you see your goal. You must have a goal first in your life. You must have a goal. Like you kick the ball, you must have a goal to achieve somewhere, to go somewhere. Isn't it? So you must have a goal. And then you must understand the obstacles. I'm sure everybody's life is not smooth sailing, come out fresh from home, your mother give you money all the time. You know, I'm sure some people suffer, money is not enough, you have some hiccup here and there, family problem, boyfriend problem, girlfriend's problem, isn't it? So many problems. When I ask students, you have problem? Yes, I have so many problems. So everybody in this world will have problem. You cannot run away with no problem. And then clear your mind of self-doubt, embrace the challenge, stay on track, and show the world you can do it. Okay? So you have to say that you can do it. You know the Nike symbol, you can do it? Just do it. Isn't it? Alright? You know who is he? Who is he? Who is he? I don't hear anybody say anything. Have you seen this guy? Who is he? Never seen. Come on. If you cannot answer my question, nobody is going to get a packet of rice. Who is he? Huh? Sonny Bill Williams. Do you all know he's a rugby player? He's a rugby player. You all didn't watch Rugby World Cup this recently one? Oh my goodness, what happened to you all? Huh? You missed the Rugby World Cup between the Australian and the New Zealand, the Kiwis. Okay? So, you know who is he or not? You don't know? Okay, I'm going to tell you. So he's also the same age like you, maybe a bit senior than you, a bit 10 years senior. He's born 1985 in Auckland. He's a New Zealander. He's a rugby player. And when you read his history, if you Google him now, he's very famous because he gave his medal his gold medal to a 14-year-old boy who rushed into the stadium when they were walking out from the stadium when they are finishing their rugby match. You know, so he has a heart of gold, that he gave his medal, his World Cup medal, to a young boy, and he said that hopefully this boy will remember him one day. You know, and then he come from a struggling background. He lived in a commissioner house. It's just like a quarters lah. In New Zealand, there is a commissioner house. It's like a quarters. So he say his mother lived by paychecks. They will only get their, like macam brim, you know. They will get a doll, monthly, fortnightly money for the family support from the government. So the family is very tight and very poor. So he said to the mother, one day I wish I can get a house for you. So he moved out from Auckland to Sydney at the age of 15 years old. So at the age of 15 years old, he works as a laborer, and he goes out at night in the morning. Let's say in the morning is dark. He say he go out in the dark and he come back at night in the dark also. So his life is not cherry all the time, or it's not a cup of tea for him. So he suffer all the way. When he was 15 years old, he already suffer. So you see that's why I like to put this, you know, his struggling family, driving factor for him that he wants to get a house for his mom. And this is what, did you see this one? So this is how, and he had a very rough time. Okay, he was brought up as a Christian family, but when he went to France in Toulon, he stayed with a Muslim family, and from there he converted himself into a Muslim. So he's a Muslim, okay, by religion now, but his name is still Sonny Bill Williams Abdullah something. Okay, so he's a very famous guy. Even any New Zealand kids, if any Kiwi kids, is an icon that if they play rugby, because rugby is their national game. So if you ask any kid of 10 years old or 9 years old, they want to be like Sonny Bill Williams. Sonny Bill Williams. They call it SBW. SBW. His nickname is SBW. You know, it's just like our national player Dato Lee Chong Wei, like that. Anybody who wants to play badminton, they want to become like Lee Chong Wei. Or let's say, do you watch tennis or not? Never watch tennis. Never watch anything. Oh my goodness, this team. Okay, did you see like if you watch tennis, like the China player like Lina? Do you know Lina? Don't know Lina also. Aduh, teruk lah macam ni. So you have to be more open a bit. No, don't just mark in your book only. You have to get access to everything. Do you watch movie or not? Yeah. Movie do you watch? Yeah. But you don't watch. You are not active in sports. No, nothing. You know about sports. You don't watch. You only watch your Manchester United only, I think. Man U only, I think. Huh? Okay. Tennis, like tennis. Do you watch Roger Federer? Do you watch? Huh? You never watch? Huh? Djokovic? You never watch him? Huh? Nadal? You never watch all these players? How motivated they are. You know, they really fight for it. How Sharapova now is become, because of her beauty, besides her beauty, she's the rich player now, millionaire beauty now, player. So, get to know all this, okay? So the road to success comes through hard work, determination and sacrifice. So I'm sure your life never suffered much yet. Some of you suffer a little bit, but you have not gone out to the world and worked with the people and talk to people, mix with people. So you have not tasted the real life of how the community outside yet. So, but now we are preparing you, you know, to be a matured student. Okay, so you know who is him? You know him. Good. At least I heard one. Okay, so he's a famous business magnate. Okay, investor and also philanthropist, Li Ka-shing. Okay, so he's the chairman of the C.K. Hutchinson Holding, world largest operator of container terminals and health and beauty retailer. Okay? And when 15, he lost his father and had to drop out of school and work for 16 hours a day in a plastic trading company. He is prudent in his spending, wears plainly in $50 Seiko and Citizen watches. So he is so prudent, he's so careful about his money. He don't wear simply all branded things like you all. Kalau tak branded, tak mau pakai. You know? Now some children, they are very ego. They want the name. They buy the brand. They're not buying the material or buying the quality, the things. Okay? So through his Li Ka-shing Foundation, he has given up 1/3 of his wealth, 13.5 billion still dead. So he's a philanthropy. Okay? So success is the sum of small effort. So it's like a day in and a day out thing. So you have to be, drive for it. Okay? Do you know who is he? Who is he? Yeah, okay. I heard one, Robert Koch. Okay? He's the richest person in Malaysia and he's 11.3 billion. His business ranging from sugarcane plantation, sugar refineries, flour milling, animal feed, oil, mining, finance, hotels, properties, trading, freight, and publishing. He worked as an office boy and soon promoted to head rice trading department. In 1959, he formed the Malaysian Sugar Manufacturing Company and invests heavily in sugar refineries. In just 2 years, he has controlled 80% of Malaysian sugar market, equivalent to 10% of world production. His nickname is Sugar King of Asia. In 1971, he built his first Shangri-La hotel. Okay? So success in life comes when you simply refuse to give up with goals so strong that obstacles, failures, and loss will act as motivation. Anybody has said that failure will become your motivation? Anybody can give me an example? Anybody can give me an example that you failed once and from that failure you say, I'm going to do better than that moment itself. Anybody has got that experience before? That you fail and then from that failing has become your motivation. Anybody has got that experience before? How many? Put up your hands. I want to see. How many? Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. The rest never failed before. All success, beautiful throughout the whole career. Huh? Oh boy. Okay, then changes of success. Changes of success. There is 0% I won't. 10% will say I can't. 20% say I don't know how. 30% say I wish I could. 40% I want to. 50% will say I think I might. 60% say I might. 70% say I think I can do it. 80% say I can. And 90% say I am. And 100% say I will do it. I did it. I did. You can do it. Have you faced this percentage? Have you gone through this type of things that you have gone through in life? Anybody has gone through this in life? So far never got, no experience yet. Alright, never mind. So how to be successful in life? How to achieve the road of victory? There are 8 things. In Chinese it says fat, isn't it? 8. 8 is very, very lucky number, isn't it? So there are 8 factors how to be successful. Okay? So I'm going to give you all the 8 things, 8 tips how to be successful, how to be a success person.
Now my subject is success, so people sometimes call me a motivational speaker. But I want you to know right up front, I'm not a motivational speaker. I couldn't pass the height requirement. And I couldn't motivate anybody. My employees actually call me a demotivational speaker. What I try to be is an informational speaker. I went out and found out some information about success, and I'm just here to pass it on. And my story started over 10 years ago on a plane. I was on my way to the TED conference in California. And in the seat next to me was a teenage girl, and she came from a really poor family, but she wanted to get somewhere in life. And as I tapped away in my computer, she kept asking me questions that out of the blue she asked, "Are you successful?" I said, "No, I'm not successful. Terry Fox, my hero. Now there's a big success. He lost a leg to cancer, then ran thousands of miles and raised millions for cancer research." Or Bill Gates, guy who owns his own plane, doesn't have to sit next to some kid asking him questions. But then I told her about some of the stuff I'd done. I love communications, and I won lots of awards in marketing. I love running, and I still sometimes win my age group, old farts over 60. My fastest marathon is 2 hours and 43 minutes to run at 26 miles or 42 kilometers. I've run over 50 marathons on all 7 continents. This was a run my wife and I did up the Inca Trail in Machu Picchu in Peru. And to qualify for the 7 continents, we had to run a marathon in Antarctica. But when we got there, it didn't look nice and calm like this. It looked like this. The waves were so high we couldn't get to shore. So we sailed 200 miles further south to where the seas were calm and ran the entire 26-mile marathon on the boat. 422 laps around the deck of that little boat. My wife and I have also climbed 2 of the world's 7 summits, the highest mountains on each continent. We climbed Aconcagua, the highest mountain on the American continent, and Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa. Well, to be honest, I puked my way to the top of Kilimanjaro. I got altitude sickness. I got no sympathy for my wife. She passed me and did a lap around the top while I was still struggling up there. In spite of that, we're still together and have been for over 35 years. I'd say that's a success these days. So I said to the girl, "Well, you know, I guess I have had some success." And then she said, "Okay, so are you a millionaire?" Now I didn't know what to say, because when I grew up it was bad manners to talk about money. But I figured I'd better be honest, and I said, "Yeah, I'm a millionaire, but I don't know how it happened. I never went after the money, and it's not that important to me." She said, "Maybe not to you, but it is to me. I don't want to be poor all my life. I want to get somewhere, but it's never going to happen." I said, "Well, why not?" She said, "Well, you know, I'm not very smart. I'm not doing great in school." I said, "So what? I'm not smart. I barely passed high school. I had absolutely nothing going for me. I was never voted most popular or most likely to succeed. I started a whole new category, most likely to fail. But in the end, I did okay. So if I can do it, you can do it." And then she asked me the big question. "Okay, so what really leads to success?" I said, "Gee, sorry, I don't know. I guess somehow I did it. I don't know how I did it." So I get off the plane and go to the TED conference, and I'm standing in a room full of extraordinarily successful people in many fields: business, science, arts, health, technology, the environment. When it hit me, why don't I ask them what helped them succeed and find out what really leads to success for everyone? So I was all excited to get out there and start talking to these great people, and the self-doubt set in. I mean, why would people want to talk to me? I'm not a famous journalist. I'm not even a journalist. So I was ready to stop the project before it even began. And who comes walking towards me but Ben Cohen, famous co-founder of Ben & Jerry's Ice Cream. I figured it was now or never. I pushed through the self-doubt, jumped out in front of him and said, "Ben, I'm working on this project. I don't even know what to ask you, but can you tell me what helped you succeed?" He said, "Yeah, sure, come on, let's go for a coffee." And over coffee and ice cream, Ben told me the story. Now here we are, over 10 years later, and I've interviewed over 500 successful people face-to-face and collected thousands of other success stories. I wanted to find the common factors for success in all fields. So I had to interview people in careers ranging from A to Z. These are just the careers I interviewed beginning with the letter A, and in most cases more than one person. I interviewed 6 successful accountants, 5 corporate auditors, 5 astronauts who have been into space, 4 actors who have won the Academy Award for Best Actor, 3 of the world's top astrophysicists, 6 of the world's leading architects, and oh yeah, 4 Nobel Prize winners. Yeah, I know, it doesn't start with A, but it's kind of cool. And I want to say a sincere thanks to all the great people that I've interviewed over the years. This really is their story. I'm just the messenger. The really big job was taking all the interviews and analyzing them, word by word, line by line, and sorting them into all the factors that people said helped them succeed. And then they start to see the big factors that are common to most people's success. Altogether, I analyzed and sorted millions of words. Do you know how much work that is? That's all I do, day and night, sort and analyze. I'll tell you, if I ever get my hands on that kid on the plane, actually, if I do, I'll thank her, because I've never had so much fun and met so many interesting people. And now, I can answer her question. I discovered the 8 traits successful people have in common, or the 8 to be great. Love what you do. Work really hard. Focus on one thing, not everything. Keep pushing yourself. Come up with good ideas. Keep improving yourself in what you do. Serve others something of value, because success isn't just about me. And persist, because there's no overnight success. Why did I pick these? Because when I added up all the comments in my interviews, more people said those 8 things helped them than anything else. The 8 traits are really the heart of success, the foundation. And then on top, we built the specific skills that we need for our particular field or career. Technical skills, analytical skills, people skills, creative skills, lots of other skills we can add on top depending on our field. But no matter what field we're in, these 8 traits will be at the heart of our success.
Okay? You get it? Very good video, eh? So these are the 8 traits. Okay? Hang on. So wait, I just keep this one because I got some activities. So these are the 8 traits that you have to be. Are you passionate? Passion in your career? Are you passionate? Or by force, by your mother, by your parents, force you to become engineer, force you to take this course? It's not your own heart from your own will. So you must be passionate. And then you have to work hard. For sure, you have to work hard. And then focus. You have to focus. And then push yourself. You have to push further. If let's say your lecturer or some people ask you to do some work, don't always say no. You always say, okay, if you really cannot do, I'll try. You always say the word, I try. I try my best. I try. I will do this. I will try. You know, don't say the word no. No is always a disappointment, a failure. Okay? And then push yourself. Ideas, big ideas. You must be very creative. You know, when I went to Singapore, I was talking to some teenagers. They come up with an apps, Pator apps. Pator is dating, isn't it? So they have an apps called Pator apps. So I say, wow, this is very creative. That means they can find and match and make for anybody through the apps. So these teenage people, they come out with some new apps, which is, I think, you know, and if I went to Bangkok, I went to Thai, they come out with an apps for a bus route to catch the bus around the campus in Chulalongkorn University. So they can see the bus coming from which place, which terminal, which station, they know. And they know the time also. This bus will come at another half an hour. They know the time, they know when to wait at which station around the campus, you know. So these are students, they create their own apps, you know. So you improve yourself and then you serve people. Always try to serve people. Don't be mean, don't be selfish. Because the more you give, the more you will get. But some people, they are very mean. They keep all knowledge to themselves, which is very bad. In this world, you don't keep anything. Usually people, they like to have secret recipe, secret here and secret there. You know, I don't believe in that. You know, in my life, I give. The more I give, I feel the more I get. You know, so don't keep. If people ask you, teach with sincerely. Tell them sincerely. Give them the full knowledge that you can give, the best. If you don't know, you ask people to come and help. You know, that's how you learn. you will find that one day people will help you. When you need help, the help will come immediately. Suddenly there's help to come to you. Okay? Serve, and you must be persistent. So these are all the 8 traits that you need to be. So what is a success story? So I like to teach you all to do something. Can you all give paper? Okay, play. Okay, welcome to my world.
How well do you classify the flag? I think that is a very good.
Okay, you're going to make a paper plane and you're going to fly like this to success. Okay? After this, we are going to throw all the paper plane together. Okay? So you're going to fold the paper plane, and then when I say throw, we throw all one shot together. Okay? All right, wait, So you're going to do a classic fighter plane, Okay, do like this, follow this. Okay, follow. Okay, follow. Hang on, I bring my paper. Oh my goodness. Okay, fold. Here. This one, fold here. Follow the video. Follow the video, okay? Can you all follow? Okay, good. Bend to the front. Bend to the spine.
Again, the fold triangle shape here up, and then fold up, fold slowly.
Okay, fold back again. About 2 centimeters. Fold back again. Fold backward.
So we'll use this if you prefer fold before.
Okay, fold backward.
Let's try forward. See this one go over. That's difficult to do. And now we can fold it in half.
Okay, fold into half.
So you see all that is aligned.
You see like this now.
Correct. And next step, we can do this one, and we can start from head. We can go down this edge.
And then fold up again. And fold up again.
And fold the other ones now, and the following step, fold the end of the top, that is the following step.
Yeah, fold this at the edge, fold up a bit. Make it tilt like a wing like that, huh? The end, fill up.
And here you go. This is the classic fighter.
So, jadi dah aeroplane? Okay, you know? You do a jet fighter plane? Okay. Everyone has got a plane like this? Okay. Okay, huh? So don't everyone has got a plane like this on your hand? Jadi ke? Okay, don't do anything yet. Okay, so I never dream about success. I work for it. You have to work for it. So you have to do something like us. So you have to do the analogy, okay? This one, is this the last one? Okay. So if you fail, never give up, because fail means first attempt in learning. And it's not the end. In fact, end means effort never dies. If you get no as an answer, remember no is next opportunity. So let's be positive. Okay? So now we are going to fly this plane all together. When I say 1, 2, 3, all fly to the front. Okay? Alright. 1, 2, 3.